Indeed, if the ANC insists on taking down the country down the path to economic ruin, it would be our patriotic duty to leave the government and to use our position in Parliament then, our 22%, to stop the slide into catastrophe. Similarly, if the ANC sought to compromise the Constitution, undermine the independence of key institutions like the Reserve Bank, or do away with private property rights, we will have no part in it. The DA can never in good conscience be party to any assault on the Constitution. And so, the DA will not crash the government unless the government is crashing the economy or trashing the Constitution. To summarise, first, we seek common ground. Next, we engage in constructive conflict towards finding compromise. Finally, we walk away where there is lasting damage being done to the economy or the Constitution. So the first reason that we entered the government of national unity is that our country required it of us. How could we justify turning our backs on South Africa and our citizens when they needed us most in their hour of need, and when the opportunity to make a positive contribution was presented to us? The second reason for entering the government of national unity is just as compelling, and that is that the alternative for South Africa was frankly too ghastly to even begin to contemplate. And I'd like to remind you what I said from this very podium when I addressed the press club a lifetime ago in March this year before the election. And I quote, "If the RET faction of the ANC, EFF and MK and their small party proxies find their way to come together, South Africa will face an existential crisis. If that doomsday scenario comes to pass, there's every reason to be concerned that the 2024 election could be South Africa's last free and fair election. This is the binary that we face in the election. On the one hand, there's the DA that's working hard to become the strong anchor party at the heart of a new multi-party government to rescue South Africa. And on the other hand is the doomsday coalition, composed of state capture rogues, VBS looters and RET factionalists.